Hi there, and welcome to the short video where I show you how to use LinkedIn recommendations, most specifically how to get recommendations. Recommendations on LinkedIn are great because it shows other people that you know that you can do what you say you can do. Log into LinkedIn and go to your profile. Go to the third item down and click on recommendations. Scroll to the bottom of the screen and you'll see a block with a title in orange called Make a Recommendation. You can either enter somebody's first, last name and email address, or it's easier to just click on your contact list from LinkedIn. You can then go onto your contact list and search for the person that you're trying to find. And it runs by their surname. So click on the first letter of their surname, find your contact, and click on their name. You then have to select how you know them, either as a colleague, a service provider, business partner, or as a student. Select the one that is most appropriate and click Continue. You can then write your recommendation. First of all, choose the position that most accurately describes them at the time that you use their product or service. You can then also choose a category. These are very limited, and you want to choose something that's quite close to what the person's job description is. So you can choose Other at the end of the list and then type in your own category. In this instance, I'm typing Computer Technician because that's what his job description was. Choose the year that you first hired the person and also put if you've used the person more than once. You then need to choose 3 attributes of the service that you received from this person. Choose the 3 that most accurately describe the service that you received. You then need to write your recommendation. Here are a few tips for writing good recommendations. Number 1, only write recommendations for people that you've actually used their products or services. It's really important because this is going to, in all likelihood, be a public recommendation and it's your reputation that's on the line. Number 2, be descriptive of the work that the person did, as specific as possible. What did they fix? How did they fix it? How long it took? And if possible, the results that you got. If somebody gave you a service within 24 hours and it helped you to close a deal, that is far more likely to help them in the long run than just saying that they give great service. Another important thing is to make sure that your spelling and grammar is correct. I personally won't display recommendations on my LinkedIn profile if there are spelling errors, as I think that it downgrades my LinkedIn profile. So if you're giving somebody a recommendation, try to at least keep your grammar and your spelling in check. The nice thing about LinkedIn is that there is an inbuilt spell checker, and if you just right-click on any misspelled words, it will automatically give you possibilities for the correct spelling of the word. I would also, before you write a recommendation for somebody on LinkedIn, have a quick look at their profile and see if there are any areas of their business that they are obviously focusing on. So a person might have multiple positions within a company, but they might be trying to focus on one aspect of their business. It's nice for you to be able to highlight that aspect of their business in your recommendation, as it's going to be far more valuable to them long term than just saying that their company in general offers good products or good services. Once your recommendation is complete, you can then edit the message that will be sent with your recommendation. You can leave it as a generic message, but it is nice to personalize things a little bit in this day and age of automated messages. Once you've finished, you can then click on Send. LinkedIn will then send an email to the person that you've recommended, saying that you have recommended them and asking them to approve the recommendation. Your recommendation will only appear on their public profile once they have approved it. You can also ask other people for recommendations by going back to the recommendation page and clicking on Ask for a Recommendation. You can then select which position you would like to be recommended for, and you can then select from your LinkedIn contacts who you'd like to be recommended by, or you can type in their name. You can then personalize this message, and I strongly recommend that you do personalize this message. Somebody's far more likely to give you a recommendation if you send them a personal message asking them for it, and also explaining why you would like the recommendation and if it's going to be used in any other places. Once you've finished that, you can click send, and LinkedIn will send them a message asking them if they would like to recommend you. Once you have recommended somebody, LinkedIn also asks the person who has been recommended if they would like to return the favor and recommend you back. Thanks for listening, and this has been my very short guide to getting recommendations on LinkedIn.